So here we are, inching closer and closer to the WA border. There was no trepidation taking this leap of faith. This was something we wanted to do, and we threw all caution to the wind to get to where we had. We left our home, our family, we left our jobs, we found new ones, and literally locked the door to our home and cruised on out. Along the way, we saw the Pink Lakes near Penong, a sea lion colony. We crossed into Fowler's Bay, and we did some spectacular beach driving, and then before we knew it, we'd hit the border. Again, if anyone tells you crossing the Nullarbor is boring, they are not your people. It might be a long drive, but it's picturesque and there's plenty of roads you can jump on that will take you to some glorious spots. Just take your time, slow it down, and enjoy the pace of the Nullarbor. We quarantined for 2 weeks, then we settled into work life. We were fly in, fly out of Perth to Kalgoorlie, and of course we got to see the super pit for ourselves, which was mind-blowing. I got involved in some of the local community events, and these pigs here are Christmas in the park, where volunteers put together lunch and a day full of fun activities for the local community and the kids. Whilst we settled into WA life, the rain had settled into Queensland life, and from the security cameras on the house we slowly saw the water rise and rise. As nerve-wracking as it was, and with the river peaking at nearly 22 metres, luck fortunately was on our side and we had no water ingress into our home.
When you're playing dumb, I never even notice. But I'ma play the same game with you now.
Our first trip away saw us leave Kalgoorlie. We picked Doggo up and we made our way to Leonora, onto Wiluna, then onto Marble Bar, then onto 80 Mile Beach. We headed down south towards the Ningaloo coast, down through Geraldton and back to Perth. Our first stop was the Broad Arrow Tavern, built in 1896. The Broad Arrow Tavern was once one of 8 hotels in a thriving town during WA's gold rush. Now the pub is all that remains in Broad Arrow. We continued on to Gwalia Ghost Town, where visitors can explore the dozens of old buildings that include miners' cottages, single men's camps, Petroni's guest house and Maz's store. Up on the hill is the mine precinct, the old head frame and winder, and there's many other exhibits you can have a look at. This place is definitely worth a stop. Not far up the road was Leonora. We stopped there for the night in a secure caravan park, which was a bit weird, and we made our way through to Wiluna and then onto Marble Bar.
Same game with you now. So come and take the shots from me now, shots from me now.
Live a little, flip the page, give it some more, getting out of my way. I was hiding, bulletproof, forever waiting. Then came you. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I was picking up the pieces of yesteryear's life, in over my head, trying to figure out. I was going through changes, where to begin, when a mountain moving revelation came marching in. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought
It's a tripper.
I was.
You're going that freak.
Thought I was what I've been told. I thought
You're a fuckhead.
I was.
Oh,
Been a long time, baby. Been a long time, oh. Stick with me, maybe. Don't let me go.
You're a little one. look like monkey skulls.
I'm still obsessed. Rock bottom and below. I'm yours for the asking. Where you go, I go. I thought I was.
If you come to WA, make sure you stay at Wara Station. This place is something for everyone. Wara is a family-run pastoral station within 50 kilometres of the coastline frontage to the Indian Ocean, backing into the World Heritage listed Ningaloo Reef. It's dog friendly, you can camp in the campgrounds near the station, or you can do some beach camping if you can handle the wind. Every time we stayed at Wara, we stayed in the campgrounds just so we could get away from the wind, and we day tripped.
There is no fish at all. Charlie's snagged. Slightly better day than yesterday. At least the campfire didn't blow up in our face. Always would.
Wish that we could talk the same
Yep. Fishing rod with no
about the
fish.
things we love.
That must have been Charlie, I reckon.
This is Charlie trying to wrangle an octopus, and let's just say there's now a 7-legged octopus somewhere in the Ningaloo.
About the things we love, but you're not asking, making sure I'm fine. If I'm not here, I haven't tried enough. Then you say you never shine so bright. There ain't no room for like the sun. Yours is all you ever seem to need. See you talk about hell. But is it really that healthy? How you fulfill yourself? Maybe I shouldn't mind that. But I miss when we were
Oh, it did it, quick!
about the things you love.
You're keeping that one. Bring it in. Bring it in.
About the things you love.
Holy shit, babe. Well done.
About the things
Can you have a water?
love. About the things you love. You're not asking.
The Ningaloo area is pristine, it's wild, it's rugged, and it's beautiful. It's a place to see with your own eyes because seeing it is feeling it. The wind will take your breath away, as will the sights of the whales in the distance, the colours of the sands, and the reefs you'll walk right into from the shores of your own camp. Nalu station is right on the water. You'll need to book well in advance, and when you get there you can literally walk into the water and onto the reef. There are plenty of day trips you can do from the camp, much to explore and much to admire in the area. We spent 3 nights here at Nalu. It was a place always on Charlie's bucket list, so we made the most of it, and we made the most of the sunset wind downs. After Nalu, Shark Bay was next, a heritage listed wonderland with so much to offer. There's plenty to see, including the famous Shell Beach, the Stremel Lights, the dolphins at Monkey Mia, and Francis Perrin National Park. There's plenty of places to camp depending on your setup and your needs. You will be restricted to what you can do if you have your fur babies though, but at the end of the day we explored what we could, and we know we'll be back, and when we get back to Shark Bay, Steep Point and Dirk Hartog Island are on the list of places to explore. So Kalbarri is a coastal town in WA known for its dramatic gorges, coastal cliffs and outdoor adventure opportunities. It's situated at the mouth of the Murchison River, and nearby you'll find the well-known Kalbarri National Park. Most of our time at Kalbarri was spent in our little boat zipping around trying not to capsize, which was hilarious, especially with Doggo on board. Bearsy had the best time on his boat and as always lives his best life. Cape Cay, as they call it, is a coastal reserve located in the East Pilbara. It's known for fishing, crabbing, and is a great place for those who just want to get away from it all like we do. It's dog friendly, you can take a boat, or you can fish the beach or the nearby estuaries. There is literally hundreds of acres to camp amongst, and the only time you should see anyone in your backyard is if you have a crazy camper like we do. There are basic amenities, but you're better off if you're self-sufficient. The water isn't potable here, but you're only 15 kilometres from the Pardoo roadhouse, as we found out, so if you run out of drinking water, the roadhouse isn't that far away. The coastline is amazing, the sunsets are next level, and as always, the company's perfect. Pardoo Station is another one of those must-dos. You can only camp in the grounds near the homestead, but you can spend every day, all day, driving the property, which nestles nicely on the coastline. And of course, when in Broome, do what the tourists do. We stayed at Roebuck Bay and enjoyed the beach life right from our front door. We hung out with the camels at Cable Beach and walked the famous Cable Beach itself with the hot white sand between our toes. We nestled in for a few sunsets enjoying the rich red sand at Roebuck Bay, which is a total contrast from the white sand at Cable Beach. Ganthian Point is a geological mecca and not to be missed. The history will draw you here and the peace will keep you here. Broome had a significant Chinese presence back in the pearling days, which have then of course lead you to drive out to Willie Creek to buy that pearl that you always wanted, and I did. The drive out was rough, but it was definitely worth it. I spent my birthday in Broome at the Roebuck Roadhouse, which might sound odd to many, but I can seriously say for us, 5 days in Broome was 2 days too long. So we opted for an early exit, hit Matzo's Brewery on the way out, and stayed at the Roadhouse for the night. Broome reminded us of Kalgoorlie on the beach. Crime was plenty and obvious, but well hidden from the tourists. But if your eyes were wide open, you'd see it for yourself. There are definitely worse places to have your birthday. The Roadhouse itself is pretty quirky and has a real fun feel to it, and honestly, we really enjoyed it. For us though, we just ticked the tourist box for Broome, and our next trip to the area will see us away from the town centre and camp further afield where the real beauty of that coastline lies within. So much to do and see in WA for the 2 years we worked and lived there, and whilst we loved our time there, our hearts were growing stronger for the East Coast. We knew that our time was limited in WA, so we made the most of it. We saw the famous Cottesloe Beach, the infamous Fremantle Prison, the unsettling Catholic monastery which made our hair stand on end, and we were always up for those quick lunch dates at the beautiful township of Seaview just north of Perth. Our third episode of WA won't show you Rottnest Island because we were the people who lived and worked there but never saw it. But it will show you Esperance and the southwest coast and everything I missed in the first 2 episodes. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
I just say